Modern fitness industry marketing has spent years hammering the same tedious dogma into the heads of teenagers. To possess a shredded, aesthetic, and athletic body, you are obligated to spend half your life in the gym, weigh every single gram of dry chicken breast, and sleep strictly by the clock. But in the era of digital madness, a character appears on screens who, by his very existence, totally annihilates this entire carefully constructed corporate system. Darren Watkins Jr., known to the entire world as IShowSpeed. Millions of people know him as the loudest, most unhinged, and eccentric streamer on the planet, who barks at the camera, sets off fireworks in his own bedroom, and performs insane backflips after every scored goal in a video game. But if you step away from his clown mask for just 1 second and analyze his physical condition, you face a genuine biological anomaly that terrifies with its sheer unfairness. Speed possesses an incredibly dry, ripped muscularity, deep abdominal separation, and proportions that would make many fitness influencers who sit on brutal diets for years incredibly jealous. Yet his actual lifestyle is an absolute nightmare for any professional trainer. He does not go to the weight room, eats exclusively greasy fast food, drinks liters of soda, and spends 10 hours a day in a stuffy room hunched over a monitor. This is a living example of how nature plays its most chaotic, cynical jackpot, the genetic lottery. Speed possesses a unique density of muscle fibers and an extraordinarily fast metabolism that instantly burns any calories in the furnace of his hyperactivity. His entire athleticism is not the result of discipline, but pure luck, leaving millions of people who spend thousands on personal trainers and supplements completely empty-handed. We see a guy without a single weight training session demonstrate the explosive power of a professional track athlete. He jumps into the air as if invisible springs are installed beneath his feet, effortlessly executing complex acrobatic stunts on bare concrete. The fitness industry despises Speed because his body is living proof that genetic predisposition determines almost everything. He is the most athletic clown in the world, making millions of training individuals worldwide feel cheated, because while they calculate their macrograms, this guy simply eats burgers and looks like a classical Greek statue. But how long can a human organism endure such colossal physical stress without specialized preparation and recovery? To understand where Speed draws his incredible explosive energy from, we must look into his biochemistry and the operation of his central nervous system. His insane stunts, like leaping over supercars speeding toward him at full velocity, are not just dumb hype for views. They are a demonstration of a body permanently operating in a state of a brutal dopamine and adrenaline storm. Speed literally lives on the absolute peak of his adrenal glands' capacity. Every single stream is a controlled psychosis that forces his nervous system into a fight-or-flight mode, causing muscles to contract with an extreme, unnatural force. A normal person before a dangerous jump experiences fear that paralyzes their movements. For Speed, this neurological barrier is completely absent. His brain instantly floods his bloodstream with massive doses of neurotransmitters, turning off his survival instinct and activating the hidden reserves of his musculoskeletal apparatus. It is this wild fuel that allows him to execute a backflip without a warm-up, landing hard on flat asphalt without tearing ligaments or shattering his joints. However, this metal has a deeply dark, terrifying underside that nobody contemplates while watching funny clip compilations. The human body is a biological machine that possesses a strict, limited resource. Jumping over moving cars, taking hard falls on live streams, and constantly overloading the spine with zero muscle armor, which is normally built through heavy weight training, is a massive, predatory loan taken against his own future. His joints and intervertebral discs are right now absorbing devastating impacts, that are not cushioned by proper athletic mechanics. Speed exploits his unique genetics to the absolute maximum, squeezing every drop of juice out of it to hold the attention of a multi-million crowd. But the laws of physics and biology are uncompromising. Our flesh cannot forever compensate for insane biomechanical loads through adrenaline alone. Sooner or later, this chaotic carnival will hit a harsh reality, where a single miscalculation during another dangerous stunt can permanently turn the world's most athletic clown into a motionless spectator.
Why am I breaking down the phenomenon of this guy in such precise detail for you? So that you finally realize what a monstrous, absurd trap modern media platforms are backing you into. IShowSpeed is the perfect product of our era, an era of a total deficit of attention and cheap dopamine. We look at him and see absolute freedom. He does what he wants, looks incredible without any effort, and makes millions of dollars doing it. But the truth is that Speed is just as much a hostage of the system as the hormonal zombies we discussed earlier. He's locked in the golden cage of his own unhinged persona. The crowd will no longer accept him as calm, rational, or weak. He must increase the level of insanity with every new video, risking his life just to hold your gaze. This athletic circus exists only because viewers are willing to pay with their time for the surrogate of someone else's vibrant energy. I wear this mask and speak in this altered voice precisely to become your only anchor of truth in this raging ocean of digital madness. Do not try to copy Speed's lifestyle, hoping to get the same physique. If you start eating fast food and jumping off couches onto concrete, you won't become an athlete. You will simply destroy your health because you most likely do not possess his unique genetic shield. True wisdom lies in a soberly evaluating the biological cards nature dealt you and developing your body consciously. Your goal is not momentary hype or trying to shock a crowd with a crazy stunt. Your goal is to build a powerful, healthy, and functional body that will serve you for long decades, preserving mental clarity and joint integrity. Do not be foolish consumers of someone else's genetic luck. Stop envying screen anomalies and start building your own real strength step by step in the gym, on the sports court, and in daily life. I am the shadow, and I consciously choose the path of discipline where every result is earned with sweat, not won in a genetic roulette. What will you choose? To remain blind fans in someone else's circus of madness, or to become the authors of your own authentic power?